So my family has a history of military service. So it had been something that when I was a child, I just sort of, it's what I told people I wanted to do because it felt manly, it felt masculine, it felt like something men would do. And I was trying to hide as much as I could what I knew I felt inside so that no one would find it. So I had always thought about it as a child. And then when I was in college, I was really looking to make a difference in the world, to have an impact, you know, and see the world change for good. And I saw the military as a way to do that for myself. Living in the military, knowing you're transgender, but having to hide it, it was just exhausting. Every day, you know, having to work and dedicate yourself to a job and stay dedicated to the job, but at the same time having to really control your mannerisms, the way you speak, the way you say things. It's a constant dialogue in your head about trying to not look like you're feminine in any way, because you know you're very self-conscious about the fact that you know you're not really male, you know, but you have to keep that hidden, otherwise you won't be able to serve anymore. Everything improved drastically for me once the policy changed, and it allowed me to do a lot more. It allowed me to commit myself more to the military, because I could go home on the weekends and I could be myself on the weekends. And then afterwards, you know, and that would rejuvenate me and give me the energy I needed to come back to work on Monday and commit fully and push forward and do the things I need to do to serve the nation. I read the tweets while I was at work, and it was devastating because I still had work to do, you know, and here I am reading basically what sounds like, you know, the President of the United States, who is the Commander-in-Chief, he is the ultimate boss of the military, telling me and everyone else that's transgender that we're fired, you know, and that our services are no longer required. And while you know, it is his complete discretion to make those decisions, he's the Commander-in-Chief, and that's his job, and I respect the position of the Commander-in-Chief. It was devastating to hear that news. If I had an opportunity to say one thing to my Commander-in-Chief as a private citizen, and not as in any capacity for the U.S. government, but just as a private citizen, it would be that transgender Americans have, you know, served the United States since time immemorial. And so I just respectfully request that any changes to policy that become official take that into account and give transgender Americans and transgender service members the respect that any American that has dedicated their life to the military deserves. Although I'm very proud of the things I've done for my country and you know, like being able to wear the uniform that shows the things that I've done, I still have to wear a male uniform. So it's sort of mixed emotions whenever I see this uniform, in that I'm very proud of this uniform. However, this individual jacket here, I hope I never have to wear again, simply because it's a jacket that represents, you know, a gender that I'm not. So this is a going away gift from my platoon when I was a platoon leader in Hawaii.